I'd like to personally welcome those who have come over from the NBA2K12 dunk commentators dunk contest, man. If you came over from that video, I appreciate you, man, showing some love to the channel. And welcome to the Mike McCoy series, man. I am, no matter who you are a fan of as far as NBA 2K commentators, we all have our different styles and different ways of doing things, man. So, you know, hopefully you enjoy mine. I'll be doing a little bit. Oh, look at that. I'm a point guard, man. Through and through. 6'1" point guard, man. And people don't understand how hard it is to get a dunk. I saw some of the comments on the video about some of the same dunks that were going on. You have to understand that some of these commentators, probably myself included, don't have good contracts, or if not even having good contracts, but don't have dunk packages or didn't buy a dunk package. Like before the dunk contest, man, I had to work hard to get a dunk package. So right now I could only afford one of the ones that was cheaper, which was Josh Smith, man. But so, you know, we'll see if I move on to the second round. Hopefully my editing and the way I did the video and the angles that I showed made the dunk look a little bit better. And anytime you have a little guy who gets up and does a dunk, to me it looks a lot more impressive. And here we go. Pressing the issue, man. You're gonna see more aggressive gameplay from me, kind of QJB style, Neil Bridges style, but it'll be coming from the point guard position. And I do more. I'm not as beastly as QJB, put it like that. So I'll end up with more realistic type numbers. So I'll have like 20 and 10, and my 20 and 10 is 20 points and 10 assists, as opposed to like having look at me, I tried to take off right there. Tried to give me another dunk, man, but my teammates could not come up with the ball. So what do you all think about the NBA 2K13 news, man? And look at that. I told you, man, I'm a point guard. And when 2K13 hits, man, if they have crew, you're going to see some beastly play. And look at that, man. That wasn't a foul. But like I said, you're going to see some beastly play from some of the people on my friends list that I used to play 2K11 crew with, man. True Blue Titan, Biz, Dreaded Walrus, who was an unstoppable center. And a lot of you all don't know, I used to run with QJB on NBA 2K10 crew before y'all even knew who Neil Bridges was. Look at that. Come on, man. I'm a point guard. Straight up and down, man. I'm a pass first type of guy. And that's the way I am on the court too, period. Like, I like to make the best basketball play available. I don't try to hog the ball in any shape, form, or fashion unless I feel like I can make the shot. But I do like to take, you know, clutch shots. If you followed me from the 2K11 series, oh, that should have been a steal. Look at that. And of course he'd hit it. That was some old BS.
Not much he can't do out there, guys.
The fadeaway.
I didn't even want to do that. And where's my foul, ref?
He had a defender draped all over him. Not really the best shot there.
Well, not the shot you hope for when it's well contested.
And they would call a foul for him.
Fouling on that layup. Make him earn 2 points.
Davis is checked in for Chandler.
Picking it up in the second quarter, man. 35-33. Had the lead with just over 2 minutes left to go in the second quarter. And the NBA Finals, man, let's touch on that for a little bit. It's going to be LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and the Miami Heat versus Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, and the Oklahoma City Thunder. I think it's a matchup that I called a long time ago. Oh, man, terrible. Thank you, Amari Stoudemire. I had my back right there. It's going to be, to me, a fast-paced type series, man. You got two young teams, well, young superstars. I wanted to say young teams, but and Kevin Durant, who is the scoring champion, and LeBron James, who is the MVP. And it's I think the first time the scoring champion has faced the MVP since Michael Jordan faced Karl Malone in 1997, and we all know how that turned out with Jordan getting the title. So we'll see what happens, man. See if Durant can pull it off, man. See what kind of, game Russell Westbrook plays, because to me he is as he goes, like the Thunder go. Like Kevin Durant is the star, no doubt. But if Russell Westbrook is making bad decisions at the point guard, he can throw the whole team off. You know, James Harden is a solid player. And I was talking to somebody the other night saying that basically one of them is going to want to get paid, Russell Westbrook or James Harden. And hopefully, you know, one of them, you know, they both stay and build something, because true enough, this team has been building, and you can build a dynasty. Go, Amari. Oh, man, come on. Why wouldn't he take a dunk right there? That's one of the things I hope they improve for NBA 2K13. Look at that. That should have been a block. 40-37, man. 58 seconds left to go. Like I said, man, you'll see more aggressive play from me. I'm trying to push it more up-tempo, make more plays. And as you can see, I switched a terrible pass. Switch to the turbo cam, man. It's easier to get steals. And I'm also going to give you some tips on how to create more turnovers if you're a point guard. I don't know about the other positions because I don't really play them. In my player, I play point guard, and that's about it. I only have one my player. Spray. Look at that. It's wet right there. As K Spade would say, rainmaker. Even though that's about as deep as it goes for me, I do not have a three-point shot. But I'm going to give you some tips, like I said, about improving your defensive calls if you're a point guard and can control the defensive and offensive set. So here we go right here, man. 5 seconds. See if we can get a shot right here. Good shot. Ah. That should have went in right there, but I can't be mad. We up on the Heat, man. 42-40. I play 8 minutes. Default sliders, superstar difficulty.
Time report. New York leading against Miami. They've got 5 in a row under their belts and looking for even more. An impressive first half for Amari Stoudemire. He's up to 14 points. He's been working to get great looks from the field and making his trips to the free throw line count as well. And it was a good first half as well for the Heat. They're tough to defend when they share the ball like this. Time and again, they're finding the open man. Chris Bosh, locked in so far. After 2, he's got 15 points and digging in on defense as well, putting in good work on both ends of the floor. And a couple of guys here came to play for their respective teams. They'll try and both keep it going in the third. The free throw.
So I was sitting on the bench, man, in foul trouble. And 60 come back in, we only down 2, which is good because most of the time when they sub you out and sub you back in, even if you're winning by like 15, you go back in the game and you losing by at least 10 to 15 points. So we down 2 points. That's good to me though. So here we go. We're going to try this again, man. Another buzzer beater, top of the key. Now, that's more like it. That's what you used to seeing from me when I was with the Lakers. 64-64 going into the fourth quarter. This is going to be a good finish.
Now as we get going here in the fourth, let's send it over to Doris Burke for our Sprite Spark.
And Kevin, for that great stretch the Heat put together, they get the Sprite Spark Award. The changing point in this game was when they got hot in the third quarter and opened things up. They'll look to keep that level of play as we head into the final period.
Doris, thanks. That run, Clark, really propelled them.
Yeah, it sure did. I mean, it got their confidence.
And it's Carter picking him up. Latrey.
How about LeBron James? Not only in Game 7, but Game 6, with him putting his game face on. And look at me pressing the issue. There we go. Oh, man, you got to hit them. 74-74. 3 minutes and
first free throw is good. And so he hits both. Here's LeBron.
It was like, man, D-Wade didn't even show up for game 6. Even though he did have 17 points, it was kind of like, man, he didn't even show up. Like LeBron was virtually seemed like the only person out there on the floor. I mean, he just went crazy.
Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Well, the D just letting them go inside with impunity. Way, way too easy.
That's 10 of their last 12 points now in the paint area.
Dwayne Wade's checked in for Walker.
I'm really hoping for NBA 2K13 to come out and announce in a few months that Crew has returned. We didn't like the NBA Live 13 news that we heard. We heard that the game is pretty much looking like NBA Elite, which is kind of sad since, you know, we thought competition was going to be back for the basketball series, man, because Elite, well, not Elite / Live, whatever you want to call it, has been missing from the game for 2 years, man, and 2K has pretty much not had any competition, and we all saw what no competition does, even in football and even more so in basketball, with NBA 2K12 being an overall disappointment. I said this on Twitter. You can, you know, get at me on Twitter. Follow me at Azure Effect. That the best mode to play in NBA 2K12 is playing with the old teams, man. Like, it's nostalgic for those of us who grew up and saw teams like, you know, Magic's Lakers, Anthony Hardaway and Shaquille O'Neal when they played together. And just some of the teams that they brought back, man, which is nice. I think that's the nicest touch that 2K brought to the table. To me, 2K11 is still a classic. Oh, man, that should have been another fast break dunk. I told you it was hard to get a dunk, man. Here we go, man. 81-78. We are up. See if we can keep this lead. It's only a minute and 45 seconds left to go. Come on, Anthony. Carmelo. Pump fake. See, come on, Melo. Uh-oh. Please. Please. I'm clutch, baby. You can ask Lucas the Cavalier, True Blue Titan, Dreaded Walrus. I used to sink game-winning shots in crew mode in 2K11. I have no fear of taking big shots, even at 6'1", playing against 6'8" point guards, man. I like to keep things a little bit more realistic, but Chris Bosh, woo! 83-80, man. I hope the finals. Honestly, man, I'm gonna go ahead and say I want the finals to go to Game 7. To be honest, I mean, I want to see what these young superstars are made of. Nobody wants to see an easy final series. Nobody wants to see a sweep. I mean, I guess if you're a fan of the Heat or a fan of the Thunder, of course you want to see your team win it. But I want to see a 7-game series, to be honest. I mean, that was a great series with Boston and the Heat. And San Antonio, you know, they gave him fits early, but, man, Durant just, he has been Jordan-esque. And there I go, pushing the envelope once again, and I cannot hit an and one. You have to understand, man, I'm trying to get my man's ratings up. I think I'm only an 83 overall. Since this is season number 2, I'm having to work on just some fundamental things in this game to get him to where he can score those kind of baskets, those and-one baskets. 87-80, man, that's pretty much sealed up, man. We're not giving up a 7-point lead with a minute left to go. I don't care if it is the Heat. Pushing the ball up the floor. See if we can get Anthony.
Stoudemire left side. Carter outside.
Look at Vince Carter. Oh, man. Oh, man. See, the computer leaves the door open like that. Like, there was no reason for that shot to even be taken. There we go. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. Defensive clutch right there. And that my defensive clutch rating is not even that high, but that was a clutch defensive play. You send me to the line and it's going in. 88-82. This game is pretty much in hand, man. And I cannot wait to bring you more gameplays from Mike McCoy. Participating in the slam dunk contest has made me push back to my 2K11 level, man. Like, I was nasty in 2K11, but I have not been in 2K12. But going into season 2, oh man, Like, it's just disgusting. I'm like a 6'1" Neil Bridges, for lack of better terms. Uh-oh. Come on, man. Oh, let's go. Like I said, I don't even have a really good dunk package, but if I advance to the second round, you're going to see some good stuff from me, man. And hopefully I can try to win it and take it all on a Spud Webb type tip. You know, the little man never gets any love, but we'll see, man. We'll see how it works out. They have judges this year. It's not just based on, you know, commenters' feedback. So we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. Thank you for checking out the video. And go check out the Mike McCoy series in general.